Wordsmith, there's Wordsmith. How you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. On YouTube, do you agree that for a man to be happy, he should be more attractive than his wife? I don't really like these kind of blanket weird statements. This, it comes across as kind of, but I get it. I'm not trying to be insulting here, but there's a point in development for a lot of men, especially men that are overcoming like a trauma or trying to move past a shitty relationship or marriage and stuff, where they become very, not all men, but some men become very analytical. And they try to break down this relationship game into digestible chunks, things that they can quantify. It's almost very spectrum-y in nature. And by that I mean like the autism spectrum, tend to kind of quantify things and try to remove emotion and just try to understand this human robot in our behavior. Like we're studying lab rats, in a cage. And so this kind of falls in line with that. So in order to be happy, do you think that this and this should occur? Do you think a man should be more attractive than his wife? Well, let's break that down. What's the origin of that? Is insecurity the origin of that? If my wife is really, really pretty, she's going to attract a lot of potential suitors and men trying to get into her pants, which will make my job as her monogamous partner that much more difficult. Come on, dude. If that's in fact the origin of this, which I have a feeling it is for a lot of men. You don't want a woman too hot. Well, why not? Using the number system. The woman's a 10 or 11 on the scale or whatever. Good for you, dude. Will, in fact, she attract a lot more attention than a woman who is I hate to use these numbers because they're so crass, a 3 out of 10 on the scale? Yeah, she probably will. Is that going to make your job harder? Okay. Well, if she's the type that runs off with some dude that tries to woo her, adios. Okay, have fun. Obviously, I got a really good high caliber woman before. I can do it again. I'll be heartbroken. I'll cry myself to sleep. I'll get over it. Been there, done that. That's kind of the mindset you have to have really when entering any kind of relationship. What if I take on a really, really good job with a big, powerful company? They're going to mistreat me, and they're going to want a lot of work out of me, and they're going to expect a lot out of me in order to make money. Okay, then you just leave said job and go elsewhere. But at least give it a shot. Go work for Apple or Tesla or some other huge company. You got a big opportunity, take it. See what happens. Well, I can't do that. That may end poorly. It's the same kind of thing. I don't get these kind of questions. I mean, I do get them, but I don't necessarily abide by them, and I think it's kind of silly. But no, to answer your question, do I agree that for a man to be happy, he needs to be more attractive than his wife? No. I know plenty of, in the history of people I have known over the years, observed over the years, there have been plenty of instances where it's a guy that you objectively look at, and then you look at the wife and you go, really? Often, the men have what we call like a high status about them. He's kind of a big shot in some way. Money, isn't it? Is money part of it? I mean, let's be honest. Sure. With status comes money, comes the ability to provide, the ability to buy things, and yeah, that's attractive. Nothing wrong with that. In addition, usually when you see those relationships where you look at the guy and you look at the gal and you say, really? He's usually pretty charming dude. You spend time with him, and after a while you go, I get it. He's a cool dude. He's funny. He's charming. He's got some wit. He's just cool to be around. I can see why he would attract a lot of people to him, and especially this hot woman that's on his arm. I get it. Now go to that guy and ask him, do you think that you need to be prettier than your wife in order to be happy? He'd just look at you and go, what? And look at his wife and go, look at her. She's a knockout. Look at me. No. We've been together for so many years. This is awesome. If she wants to go with some boy toy somewhere else, whatever, adios. I'm a big deal. That's kind of the attitude you need to have, Wordsmith and others. Okay. For those just joining us, Wordsmith from YouTube originally asked, do you agree that for a man to be happy, he should be more attractive than his wife? The follow-up to that is, the question stems from how important you say working out, getting in shape is for turning around a dead bedroom. Often, the guy will find out that he is now more attractive than her, and how that affects it. Well, here's the thing. Regardless if you have a woman living in your house, you're married to her, you're dating or whatever, Your dumbass should be in the gym working out. Why? Because it's healthy. It makes you feel better about yourself. You live longer. You live better. We know for a fact that longevity-wise, one of, if not the most important thing, is exercise. We know that science has proven to us there's a correlation between people who don't get a lot of physical exercise and things like dementia and Alzheimer's, for example. People who move their body a lot, exert a lot, lift things up and down, whether that's in a gym or in a natural work setting or whatever it may be, farmer, for example, have far less instances of all kinds of freaking problems. So taking woman out of the equation, please go work out. If that reaches a couple of you that are kind of out of shape, you owe it to yourself and your loved ones. If you have children or yes, your partner, if you have a romantic partner, you need to go work out and get in shape. Look good. Yes, dress well. Show the world that I care about myself and how I dress. Again, regardless if you got a woman or not. So to say, get in shape to turn around your dead bedroom, yeah, it can certainly help for a lot of men. I've had women say to me, thank you for writing your book. My husband finally got off his ass and started getting into shape. I've only been bugging him in a roundabout way. Roundabout is the key term. In a roundabout way for the past 10 years or so. I'm glad something woke him up. Now I have my husband back. In other words, I've been really unattracted to this blob of a human that's just been sitting and doing nothing. Finally, he got off his butt. Yay, I like this. That's some women. Not all women, but that's some women. So for them, yes, in fact, getting in shape did the trick. But for others, we have plenty of guys that say, I'm a ripped Adonis. I look like a Greek god. And they have pictures to prove it. And they're like, I'm getting hit on at work. I'm getting hit on at the gym. I got women, the neighbor randomly texted me a naked picture of herself, all these other stuff. So, but wife at home, it's not moving the needle at all. So for some, that just ain't going to do it. There's a lot deeper issues there.